So in your song Asteroids with Hip Way, you mentioned that it's hard for you to rap without a message. And while growing up, you also had a diary where you're able to express yourself, through writing. Do you think that having that skill to be able to express yourself through writing has helped you build a successful music career?
Yeah, I definitely think it's a big part of my foundation and mastering my craft. I always had a love for words. Was always in the library growing up. And then, I fell in love with hip hop, of course. And hip hop is such a genius art form, and the way that they can tell stories short form by using metaphors and similes and painting pictures. And, I just fell in love with the craft of it. So I think early on, knowing how to write my feelings out and emotions and my thoughts and, making it articulate in that way really translated to me moving over as an artist and doing it on a musical level for a larger group of people to digest.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, I love that. I totally agree. It allows you to connect with your audience on a deeper level, So that's really great. And then in regard to the music industry overall, do you think that female rappers have it harder than males?
Yeah, I do. Outside of just music and society in general, we always have a harder fight, right? We see it in all industries, not just music. So hip hop is just a mirror of what the world is living in. But we have harder respect for what we do. This is a man's world. Everybody plays like it's a man's world. We live in a patriarchal system. So making our way, we have to work harder. We have to prove ourselves. We have to perform above greatness. You know what I mean? We just have to do so much more for people to respect us, to pay attention. And especially too in a society that likes to kind of put us in a box when we're talking about a mainstream level of, the same way women only should be in the kitchen and women should only be in this. And music is women, we need you to look a certain way, right? And so broadening that spectrum is challenging for sure when you want to tell something that's more authentic to who you really are, if it's outside of that.
What are some difficulties that you face that you're also able to overcome, and how, throughout your career?
This season of life, I've done a lot of looking inward, right? I can say it's been challenging. The respect thing has been challenging, or just being the artist that I am, wanting to show up in the way that I do, wanted to be a different representation of what a woman in hip hop looks like, other than what we're now really used to seeing. It's been challenging trying to, break through and make your own path in that way and show that, you're worthy. So it takes a lot of mental stamina, right? So in this season, it's been a lot of self-work for me to understand what's real and, what's fantasy. And for me to keep a strong mind in that, don't pressure yourself or put stress on yourself or dim your light or devalue yourself based on these numbers or these other artificial things, when you just loving who you are and knowing who you are and showing up as that and your most pure, honest self is all you need, right? And, you thrive in that way. So having that mindset, it has been easy because now I define what success looks like for me in a different way, right? You could say, I would love to have the platinum plaques and I'd love to get this amount of press and all these things, but it's just measure success for you, what makes you happy every day, and operate from that place. And I think that's given me a lot more peace.